And one of the most common questions I see on a regular basis is, how do you keep your phone dry when you're kayaking, or when you're fishing, or when you're kayak fishing? I've gone through a bunch of different options, so I thought I would lay it all out on the line for you guys. Full-size smartphone like your average person has. No, it is not an iPhone, but they're all more or less the same size, aren't they? In addition to building lures at night and weekends, I'm a contractor during the day, so I needed a case that protects my phone a little bit. I had a life-proof case. I hated it. This is an alternative to a life-proof case. This is an OtterBox, which is fine, but it's not waterproof. So I still needed another solution. First, I had dry bags. So dry bag is great. I could fit wallet, keys, extra batteries, headlamp, all kinds of stuff in a dry bag with my phone. Problem is, you want to use the phone, you got to open up the dry bag, take this out, use the phone, put it back in, and hope you seal up the dry bag properly. So, sure, most occasions a dry bag works fine. They're inexpensive, they're easy to replace, great. My problem with a dry bag is I would have to take this out. This coming out of the dry bag means it's no longer protected. What happens if a wave comes through when it's outside of the dry bag? What happens if you put this back in and it's wet? What happens if you get water inside the dry bag? All kinds of things can happen. This little box. Relatively easy to use and easy to find. Plano makes it. You can get it at Cabela's, probably Walmart, Bass Pro, online. You know, pretty sturdy, pretty secure, heavy-duty rubber gasket. This thing costs like, I don't know, $8, $10. Easy to find, easy to replace. Fits the phone. Oh wait, no it doesn't. So, similar to the dry bag, you have to take the phone out of this case. But my biggest complaint is what I just illustrated. In order to get my phone in this box, I have to take my phone out of its protective OtterBox. Which is why, as you can probably see, this case doesn't fit the way it's supposed to anymore. Because I would take this thing on and off every time I went fishing. So I could put my phone inside the box. But then, as I mentioned with the dry bag, this has to get opened. The phone comes out, you use the phone, and then put it back in. And, in my opinion, too much room for error. Does this get the job done? Yes. Is it the best solution? Not by a long shot. So, let's skip on to my next option. I spend a lot of time in Home Depot as a contractor. Or contractor apprentice, whatever you'd like to call me. This is the Husky brand, which is like Home Depot's home brand. Sort of upgraded version of that box. It's a little more impact resistant, you can fit more in it. I typically keep an extra headlamp, my keys, my wallet is usually in here. But look at that. Phone really doesn't want to fit in there again. If I put my phone in here, the phone and my keys are about the only thing in here. So most of the time, I was still taking the phone outside of the OtterBox to put it in here. Same problem as the dry bag. Every time you open this box up and you take your phone out, you are risking your phone. So, sure, okay, let's just skip all these inexpensive options. Let's go for a life-proof case. We were up on Lake Champlain fishing this past weekend. My buddy Mike had a life-proof case. This little gasket that keeps his life-proof case at the charging port secure failed. He was cleaning up some foul fishing line that his teammate Corey got wrapped up in, flipped his kayak, got water in his phone. Great. Life-proof case is supposed to pay for it, probably, but his phone is still dead. Okay, great. $100 phone case, I don't know how much his phone is. It's probably a $400 phone. Still dead. So, I consider myself a bit of a gear snob, and I'm always doing research and always trying to figure out what's best. This is something I discovered earlier this year. A couple of ladies were set up at a booth near the Three Bells booth, and they had one of these cases with a phone in it sitting in a big fish bowl of water. This is the Yugo case, or Yugo Wear. I went over toward the end of the show, introduced myself, explained that I was part of a kayak fishing team, really had a great conversation with the ladies, and bought one on the spot. Obviously this one is still in the case. We're actually going to be giving away a few of these as prizes for the Three Bells Outfitters trifecta, but this is my own personal Yugo. So the difference here is that it is a waterproof, airtight case that not only floats, but once the phone is inside, you don't have to take it out to use it. It is touchscreen friendly. You can take selfies, you can flip the camera with your phone inside the case. You can talk on the phone. You can make videos. Seriously heavy-duty zipper. This is the same type of waterproof zipper that's on my level 6 dry suit. This one is considered their XL. It comes in mossy oak camo, and I'm attempting to show you there's this little extra bit of material in there. They call it a gusset. This allows me to take my full-size Droid smartphone with OtterBox still on it. It is not hard to do one-handed. Flip it shut. Zipper it. Make sure the zipper is closed. Wake up. Oh. There. Fully friendly. I can open up Facebook and see some junk that I don't want to see. I can open up a camera. Turn the camera around. And you can see my beautiful mug. Flip it around. I can take videos. I can do whatever I want. I can have phone calls. I can go ahead and call my wife back because she's annoyed that I'm still fishing and not home yet. You don't have to take it out of here. Once it's in the case, it's good to go. It comes with a strap. I actually side graded the strap a little bit. I took a bungee, put a little carabiner on it so that I could clip it to my kayak. I have flipped my kayak once already with this and saved my phone. I've taken all kinds of waves over the side of the kayak, no problems. At one point, I actually put my phone in the bag, in the Yugo case, and as I was attempting to clip this to my kayak, I dropped it in the water before launch. And what happens? This thing floats. It's fantastic. If I unzip it, and you look inside, on the other side here, there's a zipper and a little pouch. There's some space in the middle there. You can put your keys, your ID, your credit cards. I mean, who knows what you can put in there. I don't really have much to put in there. My typical phone in here, and usually my truck key, so that I know it's secure. And I actually still keep this thing around, and I put spare keys, headlamp, wallet, and an extra battery for my VHF radio in here. But this just goes in my gearbox, in my milk crate, whatever you want to use in the back of the kayak. So if I flip, this might get lost. This thing not only floats, it's attached to my kayak because I've got a carabiner on it. So, what do I say? Spend a little bit of money. Don't waste your time. don't waste your time. Buy a Yugo case. It floats, it's waterproof, it's airtight. I mean, you can go online, you can see videos of people taking this underwater and taking pictures and videos underwater with their phone inside here. I don't know why you'd buy anything else. If you have any questions, message me, contact me, find me on Facebook. I don't know why you would do anything else, to be honest with you. So, am I a big supporter? Absolutely. I'm a big proponent of it. It's pretty cool. It's fully submersible. It's a great product. Fishermen are using it. Kayakers are using it. Go online, check out their videos. I think it's worth every penny.